Everything started when I was 13 because I watched The Big Short on TV. I want to do the same of Michael Berry. Think step by step, trade by trade. For if you have $1,000, you can't think that in a night you will be millionaire. You need a couple of years to understand the market. But basically, it's not about the market. You have to understand yourself in this social that exists right now. Because a lot of people who promote trading and financial market, in my opinion, they didn't understand nothing about it.
Welcome everybody to this very special podcast of the Trading Pit. And I welcome here also Nicola from Italy.
Hi.
Before we start, I want to just say something, why I'm here, why Nicola is here and what's really happening. So you probably have seen a lot of podcasts of success stories that we've been doing with successful traders that we have at the Trading Pit. And we have quite many of these traders. But this edition is special because many of you actually don't know that we have a special program at the Trading Pit, whereas we give also permanent capital allocation to those traders who have proven to us that they are actually doing good job at trading, they are managing their risks well, etc. And Nicola here from Italy is one of these traders who has been given a permanent allocation, in his case, 100,000 euro account. And as far as I know now, Nicola has had also some withdrawals of rewards already. So something that started as very promising has actually turned out to be quite promising, in fact. So today we want to un poco a bit explore your journey, how you started, what has been the challenges, how you have reached success, what were your mistakes, what was your learning process, how has been your experience with the Trading Pit. You don't have to say everything good, just say what you really think, and just talk about your journey. So once again, Nicola, welcome.
Thank you.
So just before we start, I want to say that Nicola is here right now in Madrid. We have also an office here in Madrid, and I think this is your like fourth or fifth visit already to our offices.
Yeah, I don't remember. Something similar, yes.
Yeah, it's been a long journey. So let's maybe start from your background. Like, when did trading or financial markets actually come to your radar? Like, when did you start thinking about this, and like why?
Yeah, everything started when I was 13 because I watched The Big Short on TV. It's like that you see the Wall Street, but I saw The Big Short, so I immediately understood that my vocation was that, because I want to do the same of Michael Berry, and understood that my passion was that I want to understand where the market will go, up or down. So, but I'm still waiting to bet on a Big Short, But that's the reason why I started to put focus and attention on financial market.
But did you have, like, aside from this movie, like, did you have anybody in your family that was in the trading business,
No
or
one.
friends, or no one?
I came from a small town in Italy, so I think that especially right now, I'm like the only one. I don't know, but I never meet someone in my town that make my same job.
So you mentioned this Big Short. So in that movie, basically, they are talking about this subprime crisis in 2007, 2008. There's Michael Burry as well, a very famous trader. And so what specifically in that movie was it that you kind of thought that, oh, wow, that's the world I want to enter?
To be honest, that he made a lot of money with an idea. So I was a teenager, so I had no idea that to make money you need a lot of money too. But he understood where the market will will go. So that's the reason why I fall in love with this world.
Very, very, very interesting. So it's interesting also if you look at that movie, then so Michael Burry, who's actually the main character there, and who in real life as well was very successful. So it kind of illustrates that the trading is not always like successful, also for the best traders. So if you look at like the last years, then I think Michael Burry has been calling for the market crash for the last few years. You know?
Yeah.
So he's been
Didn't
shorting
happen.
Nvidia, he's been now shorting Palantir, and let's see if he's successful now.
It didn't happen.
But
I'm so sad for him.
yeah, very, very sad. But it's just like interesting that you can't always expect that if you are successful already, that you will always be successful. You have some like bad moments as well. But let's maybe move a bit like further than to this trading like journey. So how did you start? Like, did you go to some academy? Did you like watch some YouTube, or like how did the journey start for you?
At the beginning, I started alone on a broker. I don't know if we can notice it.
Yeah, of course, everything is transparent.
Plus 500.
Okay.
But when I was older, like 18, I meet a friend of mine that you already know, Bob Roberto. He's older than me. He teach me something, but I think that in the end, the journey is something something that you discovered by yourself, by your mistake. So yeah, you need a mentor, a guy, someone who knows something more than you. But I think that the big job, I did it alone.
Hmm. But in the early stages, like I guess you were not successful from the very beginning. So
No,
probably in the
it's-
beginning, like all of us, you lost money. Like, so did you have any of these moments when you thought that okay, enough is enough, I'm gonna quit, and it's not for me? Like, how many times, and did you have it? Like, and how did you overcome this kind of period?
Yeah, to be honest, this was my hardest period because I woke up early in the morning to watch the market. But to be honest, I never thought to quitting this game because yeah, the hardest side was that I didn't know when, if it ever worked. But when you have passion, when you are fascinated by what are you doing, there's no reason that you are thinking to quit. So it's not about the money; it's about the passion that I have for the market.
But in the beginning, if you like go back there, like did you have also some? Did you have already some early successes then, or mostly it was like you had this account with plus 500 and it was like losing and
No,
losing?
at the beginning, later than a month, I passed my first trading challenge on my forex fund. I remember,
Wow.
but I burned it the day after. So yeah, this was my first face to face with this game.
So a lot of traders, like when they start and they have some initial successes, and obviously without an exception, every trader in the beginning they lose money. Like, did you have like through this course, like this road, like Camino, did you have like some like mindset like changes, or you thought that listen, I'm doing this wrong, I completely have to do like change something, or like what helped you to become like better?
Yeah, my breakthrough mindset was when I stopped to think, to discover and waiting for the setup who will change my life. And I understand that the big instrument that you have by your part is the consistency. So you have to be consistency, made payout if you can every month, and think step by step, trade by trade. Not wait, for example, a shit coin, a crypto who made 100% in a day and you become millionaire, you know? So you have to wait, be patient. And this was my breakthrough mindset. When I realized that it's something that you have to do for all your life, not just for a day to become millionaire and buy a Ferrari or other shit. That's when I switched my mindset.
But just touching that point, like, do you think that like you can become rich overnight in trading? Like, is it just probably a lot of like listeners, viewers are thinking about that? Is it actually possible?
Yeah, I think that you can, but when you have a lot of money, if you are talking about, can I, how do you say, for example, if you have $1,000, you can't think that in a night you will be millionaire. But if you have like a million on your account, you can think to have like 50K at the end of the day. It's all about maths and statistics, you know?
So like every trader like who eventually becomes successful, and there are quite many among our community as well. Like so there was most of them can go back to this moment where they kind of realize that they have become from like losing trader to actually like a winning trader. Like when was this? Like how much time it took? Was it like months? Was it years? Like and what were like the strategies, or like what were you using at that time to actually start becoming more successful in trading?
Yeah, I think that is you need a couple of years to understand the market. But basically, it's not about the market. You have to understand yourself. I always say that trading finance is something of that. It's a job that really help you to discover yourself, your fear, your your goal, where and when you can push. So I think that you need a couple of years to understand everything. And when you can manage yourself, your fear, and your FOMO, for example, it's when you can start to make money from this.
Very interesting. So you are right now like 22. So you have we have given you permanent this capital allocation of 100,000 euros. Like, can you maybe like walk us through like how has this changed your like routines or mentality, or like what's your process during the day? Like when you wake up, like what do you do like from now on? Like,
Yeah, to be honest, my daily work start on Sunday because I'm a swing trader, so I want to watch the news. What are the news will impact on the market for the next week? So yeah, I started on Sunday, and on the week I'll wait for my setup. I'm very patient. I stay chill and just wait. But the trading pit changed not my style of trading, changed of course my lifestyle. Because when you have a couple of money that you can manage, then you can earn a bit more. This is it helps me to change my life.
that's very good. It's for the audience. I just want to say that so we met, I think, first like probably a year ago or
A year ago, yeah.
and so yeah, actually here in Madrid.
On oldest one.
Yeah. And I just want to share with the audience as well is that what really struck me about you is that like when I meet new traders, I always tend to like out of curiosity ask like what is their strategy and what they are doing in the market. And as I knew that Nicola, at that time you were 21 years old, I thought that it's a young guy, like how much he knows about the markets, etc. And when we sat down in our old office here in Madrid, then you were actually like quite long time. We talked more than an hour, like where you explained your strategy, how you are, which
day. I remember.
yeah, it was later. It went quite for long, yeah. But so Nicola was explaining quite some time, what strategy he has, like what tools like he's using, and for me it was like very very surprising, because in most cases when I ask people who are in the markets for even many many years, they are like struggling to answer like what is really the strategy. They're like saying that, yeah, I'm like looking the market, and like when I feel or when I see or when there's gut feeling or something. But in your case, you were able to explain very very well systematically like how you are training the market, and this really caught my attention, and that's when we started kind of following your activities and as well. But just coming to your strategy, if you could like share with the audience, like what is your like core strategy, like how do you trade, like what do you look in the markets, like what's the setup you want to see, etc.
Yeah, I put my focus on fundamental analysis, like code report, news, and later on the chart. On the chart, I using the ocean market theory, so I'm using supply demand to understand where the volume, where is the order flow, and how is the order flow. And I don't want to anticipate it. I want to follow the institutional. So that's the reason why I'm starting with the fundamental and with the chart.
And you are trading like all asset classes, or what, if you can share?
The asset class that I trade, only forex.
But this method what you're using, probably you could trade also like commodities, other instruments.
You can use it, but commodities, of course, you need to understand how deep the macroeconomy.
This is also something for the audience, like what I see with successful traders is that they are mostly focused on like very specific asset class. I've never seen like somebody who is successful that is trading like many different asset classes, because it's almost impossible to have sufficient information about that market, follow that market, and actually make successful decisions on that market. But one question I had for you is like, when we gave you this permanent capital allocation, like, did you somehow also like change your strategy, or you're doing exactly the same thing what you were doing before? And did it psychologically impact you that you have this allocation?
Oh, to be honest, no, because I think that if I use this method and it works, I have to use it. I don't care if money comes from the trading pit, Ilimar, or someone else. The market doesn't know and doesn't care about it. So I have to follow my strategy, something that works for me in the past, and of sure it will work on every account. If we are talking about 100K or a couple of million, it works the same. It's not about the money, it's about the process, the vision, and the outlook. Money doesn't care.
Interesting. All the traders are humans, and we are humans as well, and we tend to break rules, etc. And what is like what is one rule in trading that you never break? And what rule do you have or approach that you're somewhat struggling to follow that rule all the time?
The most important rule for me is to follow my plan and don't discover someone else just because I want money. But to be honest, I'm still struggling with this kind of this way of think. I mean, I think that the trader should understand that the balance does care, and money, it's not your money. If you think about the money like a game, like the point that you are reached out, it could work. But I'm still struggle with the idea. For example, I'm still the idea that I have is, oh wow, if I close this position, I can have 2,000 next month. I could be in Madrid to visit my mentor, But it's something worth. You can't think on this way. I'm struggle with it.
Oh, very interesting. And just going up back about this like experience of being allocated this capital. I think we announced it to you like last time you were here in our offices, and like what was your like first thought about this? Like were you like happy? Were you like concerned or like
Happy for sure, but nervous at the same time. But I told you, if it works, it will work always. Doesn't care the money where came from. So yeah, the first day was, oh wow, a lot of food on my mind, but right now I stay chill. Even if I had a drawdown, because right now I had,
yeah, we were
I made a
discussing that
payout,
yesterday.
but I had the I'm in drawdown. But I don't care. I'm put my focus on long time. So next year, at the end of the year, we can say, okay, you burned the account, or okay, you made a lot of payout.
Okay. By the way, just to like tell to the audience as well is that so in terms of this permanent capital, like what does it really mean? Is that it means that it's fully executed on real markets. This trade it means that Nicola doesn't have these like rules or restrictions what most clients have generally in prop trading, not just with us but other firms as well. He doesn't have any specific limits, only like there's a maximum drawdown limit, and I hope you will never break that. And in terms of like asset classes, while Nicola is focused on FX, basically on that account he can trade any asset class that he wants, and so he has a lot of like liberty in terms of like what you are doing there. I mean, not to go crazy, but
No.
but yes. In terms of this, so you mentioned that like to managing this like real funds, it kind of psychologically, I guess it's a bit challenging as well, and probably this impacts you as well. That you know a lot of our people personally as well. So if you screw up, which will never happen, but it kind of impacts you psychologically. But and does it then impact you in terms of your trading experience or trading like decisions as well?
No, it doesn't impact.
So you just look at your setup. If setup is there,
Yeah.
you know where to put take profits, stop losses.
Yeah. And if I can give an advice, that's what it worked for me. When I have on a sequence of stop loss, I'm using to bring a paper and write exactly this one. What can I do to work the situation? And when you are face to face with the reality and you starting to write, okay, I can bet a lot of more to burn the account, etc., etc., etc. You have your answer next to you, and you can understand what you can't do to burn the account, and came back on your process and doing the thing well.
But do you like sometimes have like this anxiety as well on the markets that like when there are big moves and you kind of psychologically get maybe triggered a bit and you want to enter but there is no setup, and like how do you overcome this? Like do you just walk away from the computer or like
No,
how do you deal with this?
no. I don't have anymore this kind of thought in my mind. I stay focused on my setup, and that's all.
In terms of like this trading itself, like like a lot of people go into trading mistakenly because they want to become like rich very fast, and we've explained it already today and before as well that this is not really the like the game here or the industry to do that. But I want to ask your like thoughts on this front that so you are a professional trader now. So how has this impacted your life? Like obviously you don't have to go to some office, like you can trade from home, like but How it has it impacted your life in general?
In general, be a trader impact in my life like I don't know if someone good or not, but I'm um, I put attention and I'm chill, I'm quiet, even with the people who are next to me, you know. So I analyze them like if they are a chart. Man, I don't know if there is something good, but yeah, that's the way that trading changed.
Uh, so I remember when I was trading very actively like many years ago, and I had a girlfriend like just 15 years, 20 years ago, and she used to tell to her friends that I'm not really working, that I'm like just doing some computer game in at home, you know. And how do your friends, like, how do they look at you? Like, what do they think? Like, do they understand what you are doing, or
To be honest, no. They still don't understand what I'm doing. But I like it. I like this shadow of mysterious around me, you know?
so if we if you look at like future, so every trader has a dream, like what they want to achieve in trading. Let's just put these Ferraris and these aside. This is not like for serious traders. But I want to ask from you, like, what are your dreams? Like, so what do you want to achieve? And so you're just 22, like, so you have your full professional life ahead. So what are your dreams? Like, what are your plans?
My dream is to have the biggest trader next to me and trade on maybe on the same account or something similar. But right now I put my focus on network, not on money or something similar. I want the best trader next to me. I want improve from them, and I want to start it like a company with them to trade together to make money.
So your dream is eventually to start a hedge fund, basically. That's what you want to achieve. Okay. And what do you think, like, if you look at yourself today, what do you think what is missing from, you know, becoming a successful hedge fund manager?
People and experience. Sure. I'm stay here together with you, and people maybe can think, oh wow, lucky him. But I I don't feel that I'm realize everything in my life. I'm still 22. I'm only 22, so I have a long way forward me, and yes, I wanna push. Uh, the journey is just start.
I'm very happy for you. And this is like for our audience as well. Like this is effectively like a real life example of what we really want to achieve here at the Trading Pit. So we want to give like talented, hardworking traders like Nicola here as well, and an opportunity to get access to more capital, to more tools, to connections as well, so that eventually, together with us, they can reach success. And probably it's also very likely that like a lot of our traders who are funded with us, who have also some of them permanent capital allocation, eventually they will reach the point whereas they are actually going to set up their own shop, like their own hedge fund. And I think that's effectively what you want to do as well in the future.
Yes.
So we are going to lose you.
No, you're not. You don't.
I hope so, yeah, that it will be a very, very long journey. But just to conclude, so you passed like a long journey. You first started thinking about financial markets 9 years ago when you were just teenager, 13 years old. Like, if you could give to our audience, like traders, young, old traders, like advice, what would you want to give to them? Like,
So don't put focus on money and believe on this social shit that exists right now. Because a lot of people who promote trading and financial market in my opinion, they didn't understand nothing about it because they say, "Oh, go in my Telegram channel, you can be millionaire tomorrow, or you can be millionaire when you are young." Uh, it's something that it doesn't exist in my opinion. You can think to be millionaire with just a couple of thousand euro. You know,
Mm.
you need a lot of money to reach the money. So put focus on value and to understand uh, the market on the deep.
But
If you are really keen on it,
but here's like one question. So let's say if you put yourself into the shoes of an average person watching us right now, like who is going through like Instagram or social media in general, like, and they see these like hundreds and hundreds of people who are supposedly successful in trading and showing their cars and whatnot. Like, what can like an average person, like how can they spot like which guys are actually legit and which guys are not? Like, what have you learned throughout your journey?
I learned by my journey that trading is a job like the others. So there's no reason to think that if you work on trading or on financial market, you should be millionaire. There's no reason. You can be the same life of a, I don't know, a policeman or someone else, but your job is trading. The message is worse that trading is equal to millionaire or lifestyle. It's not.
Okay, interesting. But like if you look at like social media today, like are you also following like some traders in social media? Is it for the purpose of like learning some new like strategies or approaches, or just to keep informed yourself about the
Yeah, to be
market?
informed, to start a conversation with them. Yeah, because I told you, I want to do a big network and have the best traders next to me.
So would you agree with me if I say that like trading is not something that like you start making money today and you stop learning? It's probably like an endless journey.
Of course. Of course.
Very well, very well. Thank you, Nicola, for this short interview. It's really pleasure to have you here. We hope to see you more here in Madrid, and we also hope that we will have more and more traders like you who have this permanent allocation and who can eventually share also their story. So thank you for this.
Too.
And for our audience, so as I mentioned earlier, we have more and more such traders like Nicola who are permanently funded. So I also encourage those traders who are already very successful in trading, who can provide us a track record of their success. Get in touch with us, and we definitely are looking for more successful traders to allocate our capital and to sort of shorten their journey also to reach the ultimate success, whatever it might be, like starting the hedge fund or buying this Ferrari or whatever. So thank you very much for listening, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you.